honored to kick off this convention. Such a testament for those in this room of what you believe in. You understand that faith and freedom indeed go hand in hand. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining me today. For over a decade, the unparalleled efforts of this group have ensured Republican majorities like they did so right here in Florida. And in 2020, you saw what that means. We had a governor in the governor's mansion that believes in freedom and the ability to freely exercise your religion. There is no doubt that 2020 was challenging for people of faith because worshiping together is something we hold dear. But 2020 was also the 400th anniversary of the voyage on the Mayflower, when pilgrims risked their lives in a new place where they could freely practice their faith without government interference. And that's why the very first words of our Bill of Rights addresses the free exercise of religion. And when you had some states like California and New York shutting down worship, thankfully we had a Supreme Court that would step in, and thankfully in Florida we had a governor like Ron DeSantis who says, not here, not up in here. Florida used to be known for flamingos, we're now known for freedom. And that's why people from all over the nation are moving to Florida. They want to live in a state that understands we have to protect our people, yes, but we have to fiercely protect their rights. And as America moves beyond the hardships that we have endured in 2020, make no mistake, this next election is extremely important to the idea that faith and freedom go hand in hand. Now, I don't know about you, but I believe that we can chart our own courses, as they say in Proverbs, but the Lord will determine our steps. And I don't know how you ended up here today, but I am blessed and feel grateful that your steps and my steps intersected. I never thought I would be standing up here as the Florida Attorney General, having been a lawyer, a federal prosecutor, a judge for over a decade. Standing up at a podium and telling you we need to elect people was not in my plan, but God knew better. And right now I'm telling you, as a former judge, make no mistake, the media may make you think that these in Congress are moderates. They are working to undermine the institutions that protect the freedoms that we all celebrate and cherish. Right now there is a bill pending that would alter our Supreme Court, pack our Supreme Court, add justices. This is extraordinarily dangerous. Biden has proposed a commission that gives this credence or some sort of merit or legitimacy. If you look at South American countries, the first thing that dissolved their freedom and democracies was court packing. Once prosperous, thriving countries are now living under a dictator and in despair because they packed their courts. Even Biden in the past has said this is a bonehead idea, and now he's developed a commission to study it. Make no mistake, if you talk to the justices that fled that country, they will tell you, packing the courts, making sure that a court will sign off on the political whims of an executive is a threat to the rule of law and to the freedom of our exercise of religion. The U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedoms has said about Venezuela now that they have created ruling party-dominated communal councils to oversee the curriculum, teachers, school administrators of all public and private schools, including religious schools, as well as confiscation of church property, schools, and ecclesiastical buildings. That happened after they packed the court. I fiercely protect our institutions that protect our rights, and I always will as your Attorney General. And as the wife of a law enforcement officer who watched in 2020 as folks criticized and degraded the noble profession as a whole, just as the extremist left wants to degrade our nation's highest court, they are creating doubt in our communities by expressing narratives that demean our men and women of law enforcement. And they are the peacemakers. We know this. It is a calling. They become law enforcement officers because they love their communities and they want to protect them. And we have to, as people of faith, as government leaders, protect those who uphold and enforce our rule of law. And I appreciate you doing the same. And as a mother, this is a new thing in Florida. We've never had a mom of a young school-age kid on our cabinet. It was certainly trying during COVID when I was trying to do things on Zoom and I had a little kid running around in back of me. But it was worth it for me because the same zeal that I bring to motherhood and protecting my child, I bring to protecting the people of this great state. And as we watched an administration come in and wreck an entire infrastructure that controls and oversees our southern border, and we see over a 3,000% increase in sex offenders detained at the border, we have to stand up for the protection of our children. I have brought suit against this administration to ensure that they will follow the law, as Republican and Democratic administrations have done in the past, and deport those serious convicted criminals that are in our country illegally, which they are refusing to do. We may have lost at the lower court level, but we're on appeal and we're gonna win. We need your help out there talking about this. This is important. When you see an administration come in and say we are going to cancel wholly an operation that goes after, rounds up, and deports convicted sexual offenders, that's a problem. That jeopardizes the safety in our communities, and I know that you in this room care. Some of our biggest allies in the fight against human trafficking right here in Florida have been our faith-based groups. My church goes in and helps rescue victims, works with law enforcement to make sure that we can protect victims of human trafficking. So for those of you that are doing it, thank you for volunteering your efforts and keep helping and lifting up law enforcement. Our paths will take us different places in life, but if we continue to be led by faith in our decisions, if we continue to value the freedoms, not just written in our Constitution, they were just written there, that are given to us by our Creator, if we fiercely protect those life, freedoms, and the institutions that protect them, we will continue to be the greatest country on earth. We will continue to be the country that others want to be because we protect our people and their rights. And we lift up others. And we say to them, faith and freedom go hand in hand. And thank you for being here today to make sure that we are united as we step forward in leading our state and this great country. Thank you so much.